Okay. Hi guys. So it's the cartoon thing. The first one I chose was during the World War II. I did not put this in the time order, so just bear with me. This is a comic during the World War II era. It was drew by Dr. Seuss in 1942. This was about how the Japanese immigrants and the new either first generation or second generation immigrants were believed to be corresponding conspirators with the Japanese Empire that the United States were fighting with. So this is the comic, and it says "waiting for the signal from home" on the top. So it's like picturing the Japanese people as like spies and espionage things. And look at these people getting TNTs from the Honorable Fifth Column. They think that they're trying to bomb the United States. Oh, wow. Terrific. Cool, thanks. And my second one is during the civil rights era movement. It's drew by Herblock. Yeah. So on the top it says, "Sorry, but you have an incurable skin condition," and it says no admittance to African Americans. Apparently. And see how this African American gentleman is dressed. He's very civilized, and he's holding a bag that says MD, which I believe says that he has some social status and educational status. And
Doctor.
Medical doctor.
But still, he's told, he as a doctor is told that he has an incurable skin disease, which is because he's an African American, and he's not allowed to enter somewhere that is not allowing him to enter. So this is it. And this is during the Cold War era. Apparently that is Khrushchev and our great president. And they were sitting on H-bombs, if you can see that, H, which is hydrogen bombs that is very, very destructive. This was drew in 1962 during the Cuban Missile Crisis time. It was presented by the Daily Mail. And see how these two people are sweating like crazy, and their hands were like shaking, so they're like really nervous and they're struggling with each other. And they both have their left hand on a button that is connected through the wire to the bomb. So it's like the global situation is so bad that the world can go into ruins in like a matter of seconds. And then we have the anti-Vietnam War era. It's also by Herblock. Okay, so here we can see administration. This is Vietnam War, and this is U.S. urban needs. So it's saying that Vietnam War basically lured the United States administration and put all the money into this, like big, huge Vietnam lady who looks kind of flirty, who's identified as attractive, I guess, in that era. But very skinny. U.S. urban needs was like starving to death. So it's just saying that the government is putting too much money into the defense project, into the war, but not into the urban needs. And then we got during the Great Depression. So it's a dialogue between a cat, or a squirrel, I guess, and a victim of bank failure. This man is basically very poor, and he's smoking, and the squirrel asks, "But why didn't you save some money for the future when times were good," which was the 20s, the roaring ages? And the man said, "I did, and because the banks all failed, his savings gone into, I don't know, air, or gone." And then we have 9/11, which was my additional comic. We all know what happened that day, and that is believed as the World Trade Center ruin. And this is firefighters raising up flags. And now you might feel that this looks like something that you are probably familiar with, which is this, the Iwo Jima raising the flag picture, which was believed as one of the most popularly spread pictures in the world. This was the American soldiers raising the United States flags when America finally defeated the Japanese fleet in Iwo Jima. So this is believed as the reconstruction of the American spirit after the 9/11, because during the World War II, the Americans thought, well, we were beaten by some Japanese random people, and now they're like struck badly by some extreme fundamentalist Muslims, and so it's basically just raising the American flag, which is symbolic to raising the American spirit. And then that is it.